Hey guys, my name is Bryson Sessions and you're listening to the Bed Project Podcast. This show is a little bit different than other shows out there, so if you want an in-depth understanding of what it's about, please listen to episode 292B. It'll give you all the details for the show and what to expect. So that being said, here is today's episode. Today, all I did was kind of get my life in order. So I didn't do really much of any work. I actually even called in today, so I used some PTO. I didn't really do much work. I just went and handled, sorry, I'm on my computer right now. Hold on. So all I did today was handle life. And what I mean by that is I got my place vacuumed. I got things cleaned up, got the dishwasher emptied, did my laundry, went and got a haircut, went and ran some errands, went and deposited some money into my bank from when I sold my ice bath. I went and got some drawers so that I can organize my office and get some shit taken care of because I don't have any storage. I don't have anything for any of the stuff that I have. And I don't even have that much stuff, but for the things that I do have, I wanted it to be more organized and put away. And I went to Walmart. Turns out they were having this sale on these drawers, and I got these 3-level drawers, maybe 2.5 feet tall, a foot wide, foot deep, for $10 each. So really cool. Also, quick observation. I was at Walmart for the first time in forever. And not that I was looking for it, but I stopped off to the side because I had a cart full of the drawers. And I kept pulling off to the side of the aisles because I was looking at things. And when people would pass me, because this was near the checkout, so people were passing me nonstop, everybody's carts were full of just shit, man. And I guess to be quite honest, their shopping carts matched their bodies. Do you know what I mean? And what's sad about that is, not a lot of them, but a handful of them had kids with them. And the thing that was bugging me about that was, no shit, there's a problem with food and issues in the world regarding obesity and overweight and diseases and illnesses and whatever. Look at what people are just buying and feeding their kids. And then the kids grow up thinking that that's what, I don't know. I don't want to go too deep on that in the show, but no wonder why the life expectancy is only 70-something years old. You know, when you see shopping carts full of this ultra processed shit, full of dyes, no lean meats, no nothing. You know, what the fuck is going on? You know, and it was just one after the other, and I kept looking at the shopping carts, and I thought, dude, no, these are the same people that say groceries are so expensive. These are the same people that say they can never get ahead in life. Same people, dude. I don't know. Whatever. So anyway, I got these drawers from my office, and now I'm a little bit more organized. So I vacuumed my whole place, cleaned it all. What else did I do? So what the hell else did I do? Went to Chipotle for the first time in a while, so that's cool. So all that to say, I didn't really do much today as far as work goes. The most I've done was the last few hours, and I'm just kind of getting crystal clear on the things that I'm going to offer in the program and what I'm not going to offer, and I'm going to start there. Because I'm overwhelming myself unnecessarily by trying to make everything for everybody. Because I fully believe in flexible dieting and if it fits your macros and everything like that. And that's what I've always done. And it has been, there's no problems with it. It is what it is. It's great. I've never followed a meal plan, and I don't really think meal plans are effective unless somebody needs that much help that they don't know what foods have what in them, which a lot of people do. But I think tracking your food makes you learn faster because you have to know which foods, you have to get an idea which foods have which kind of macronutrient profile. So for example, meats, pretty much protein, butters, seeds, oils, pretty much fat, starches, carbs, potato, all that stuff, carbs, rices, carbs, pasta. So you have an idea once you get kind of the food groups, because there was So when I did this in the past, I would have people ask me, is potatoes are high in protein, right? And I'm thinking like, absolutely not. So clearly people don't know. So here's the other thing. I forget that I've been in this realm for 11 years. So not that I'm the know-it-all, all being mighty, holy Lord, but I do know my fair amount. And I forget that not everybody has kind of a basic knowledge of what foods have what macros in them. There's so many foods that I know the exact macronutrient profile off the top of my head. And that's not because I've memorized it, or it's not because I go out there and try to memorize everything, but it's just repetition. I know that if I have a cup of milk, or if I have an egg, or if I have a slice of bread, or if I have a protein bar or a scoop of protein, or if I have some steak, or if I have whatever, I know almost spot on what the macros will be. So my thought process with all this is, how can I get someone to get to that point as quickly as possible? And I truly believe that to be through flexible dieting and all that stuff. So again, I'm not trying to go in depth on any of that stuff. But that's kind of what I'm working on. So today was just me kind of getting shit taken care of. So laundry, vacuuming, cleaning, running errands, getting things taken care of, getting more organized. I also got my camera out and took some photos for a podcast cover art for the other show. Don't know though. I was just kind of messing around. It's pretty cool, the things that you can do with a nice ass camera and some cool lighting. But anyway, not a lot of work was accomplished today, and that's okay, because that wasn't my goal for today. My goal for today was to get life taken care of. So Wednesdays for me are days, or what I've scheduled for myself to get shit taken care of. So schedule appointment. That's the other thing I did. I got an appointment for my oil change and got that shit going. So anyway, I've scheduled that Wednesdays for me are days where I get shit going as far as life, and I take care of that, where I don't prioritize work. My priority is to make sure my laundry's done, make sure my dishwasher's empty, make sure my desk and my kitchen and my bathroom, they're all clean and garbage is taken. Just stupid small shit like that. And on the weekdays when I go to the gym and I come home, I have about 4 hours, well, honestly closer to 3, of time that I can work on something. So with those 3 hours, that's plenty of time to get things taken care of and kind of get my life in order. So those would be the same days where I would go and get my oil change. Those would be the same days where I have a doctor's appointment, if I ever see a doctor, the days where I don't know, go say what's up to family. I'd never ever do that anyway, but that's the idea. And I didn't do that yesterday because I wanted to work, and I probably shouldn't have, because yesterday I didn't really get much done. I am really frustrated with my lack of execution, but paying some learning taxes here, so whatever. That's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to share. I'm going against what I said yesterday, but I have been brainstorming different names and logos for everything, because that's what I love doing, graphic design and stuff like that, and getting logos, and it's kind of cool. So a name that is sticking out for me, 2 names, one is Project 52, which I think if you do a quick Google, I think there's things already associated with that. So Project 52 Coaching. So it's a dance company, and then there is, looks like it's some kind of thing with the IRS. So if I go Project 52 Coaching, it looks like there is Bridge Athletic. Looks like there is a gym. So there's quite a few things associated with that name already. This one's for brainchild and professional coaches. Wanted to combine their skills and knowledge experience to create a program for children. Pro system enrolling now, customer membership for an entire year. Works with group coaches. Hold on, what the fuck is this? Project 52 Pro System, an online learning community. So one day or day one. This guy's speaking my lingo. Cost for membership is $1,250 a year. Yeah, so this guy hasn't changed his shit for a while because it says former members and members of the in-frame. Please see the in-frame January 1st, 2023 for that code. You haven't updated your shit in a year and a half, buddy. So things like this, don't know if they're still being used, but I looked into how you can use different names, or you can use the same names for companies and trademarks and stuff, as long as it is distinguishable between the other things. So everybody knows what Nike is. Well, that's a bad example because you can't. I don't know. Let's say everybody knows what Nike is, or the company Nike. If I were to make a restaurant and I called it Nike, and the E was an accent letter and it was pronounced like Nike or something like that, I can use that because it's distinguishable. It's a food place. It's a restaurant. It's not selling clothing. So you couldn't get the two confused. If you saw Nike or whatever selling food, you wouldn't go in there and be like, well, what the fuck? Where's the shoes? It's two completely different categories. And I don't think that Nike's the best example for that, but it paints the picture of what I'm trying to say here. So I think I can still use Project 52 coaching or program or something. I'm sure I could do something like that. But if not, another name that I was playing with was Ascension, which means to rise, to grow, to develop, right? You ascend. Not to be confused with, Christ going into the heavens on the 40th day, but it's ascension. And then I thought, okay, how can because I was like, what the fuck is ascension in regards to fitness and exercise and stuff like that? Because I think I've been leaning way more in the direction of mental toughness and kind of developing the mental side of things. So I was like, okay, I got to bring it back. How can I do that? So I thought, put RX after ascension, which is a Latin word, or the Latin whatever for recipe, which the ascension recipe, which is, it boils down to kind of the how-to recipe, how to make step by step. That's what a recipe is. Ascend, meaning to grow, develop, to become better. So AscensionRx. So the prescription or the recipe for ascension. So I'm messing around with it, and I was like, okay, so ascend means to go up. What about having an eagle represent the program? Because eagles represent freedom and vision, leadership, strength, resilience. And I thought, okay, well, how can I make the logo? So I was just messing around with shit, and we've got AscensionRx, a physical and mental recalibration program for men. And no idea, probably not. This won't be final, but I'm just messing around with things, and I find great joy in doing so. So I don't know. It's cool to see things come to life like this in color and have the logo, and it's cool to see stuff like that. But the likelihood that I'll stick with this is so slim. So whatever. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's almost relaxing for me. So we got AscensionRx and Project 52. Project 52 definitely sounds closer to something with fitness. Project 52. I might roll with Project 52 for the time being then, because Ascension is... See, man, I don't know. I can do this all day. I can waste weeks just trying to figure this out. But here, I'm going to share this. So going back to what I was talking about earlier about what I was working on for business and stuff, I get so discouraged, and so I just overthink. I get really insecure about things like this, because I know that not everybody operates the same way that I do, and I get that. But so I just get so in my head. I'm like, dude, do I even know how to make a meal plan? Because I don't follow meal plans, so am I even qualified for this shit? Am I even going to be a good trainer? Because how I'm telling people to do their stuff, they might not want to do, and I can't provide an alternative. And what do I do then? And I just get so in my head, so to the point where I'm like, wow, dude, I got to figure something else out then, huh? I can't be doing this coaching thing again. No wonder why, and I just overthink everything. And I hate feeling that way. I do not like, it's just poison, because I'm sitting here, I've prolonged recording the show all day because I had all day to record a show, and I'm choosing now to do it because I have to do it. Parkinson's law, whatever. So yeah, I just get so in my head about all this shit, and it's not good. So yeah, I'm looking at different things that I can explore and whatever. So that's why I'm trying to get crystal clear on the things that I offer in the program. Because if I'm going to offer meal plans, great, I'm going to write about the things that I'm going to offer. But if not, then I'm just going to focus on flexible dieting. I had this brilliant idea to make an Excel sheet and make it so I could have 10 sample meal plans on there. And then all I would have to do is enter the client's protein, carbs, fats that they want to hit. And then the meal plans would auto update to fit those macros and hit those based on the incremental changes of the food amounts. And I thought, oh, hell yeah, I'll do that. But the intricacy of every formula for every food item is so much that I get a headache thinking about it, because it would have to update incrementally, not just by random amounts, because if I'm eating a whole apple and that's the basis of the meal plan, I'm not going to then remake the meal plan for somebody who's a little bit less, they want a little bit less carbs, and say you need to eat, 17th, 20ths of an apple. It doesn't work that way, Same with like, think of fruits, or if I'm having a piece of bread, have 7/8 piece of bread. No, nobody's doing that shit. So I'd have to make the foods update and change incrementally based on the food, based on the calculations of the macronutrients already per slice or per serving. And it would be different per serving, per food item, per amount. And doing that for every single food item would be one hell of a headache. And I could absolutely do it. I could use ChatGPT to help me out with that. But even then, there's a lot of ChatGPT could help with the format. As far as the numbers and the calculations and stuff, I would have to put those numbers in. So it wouldn't be much help. It would just be more like organizing it for me, which is great. But yeah, so I had a really good idea and I was like, oh, hell yeah. And then I started really thinking about it and actually doing it. And I thought, wow, dude, this is one shit show. And it would be one hell of a project, and it would be valuable, and it would be nice, and it would save a lot of time later. So maybe I will do it, but right now I'm probably better off just figuring out what's going on for nutrition. So that's what I got going on. I honestly feel like shit. Like, I'm not, 2 days in a row where I haven't done anything. I hate that feeling. I'm honestly just feeling like, dude, I don't feel the greatest mentally with everything. I'm just really hard on myself, and I don't know. I don't know, man. I just get really in my head about shit. I just feel horrible about everything. Really self-sabotaging. If anybody's listening actively now in today's world, it's August 22nd, 7:37 p.m. If anybody's listening now, like when the show comes out, I'm good. I'm fine. Just documenting everything. Trying to do a better job at getting emotions in there so that people who listen in 3 years, 5 years, 8 years can have an idea of what I'm really going through, because I haven't talked. I mean, there's probably like 20 episodes in the 300 that I'm kind of more, I share more emotion, not emotionally, but like verbally, I share the emotion that I'm feeling. And I want to do better at explaining that or sharing that, because that's some shit that I would like to hear from Andy or people who have made it, because majority of the time I'm not feeling amped up or motivated or stoked. I'm feeling like, God damn, dude, this is some bullshit. Am I even gonna make this? Is it gonna work? So at the end of the day, I know I'm overthinking a lot of this, and I know I'm putting way too much effort into something that I don't need to be putting that much effort into right now. But I'm living and I'm learning, and if the thing that I make is great and it works out, then hindsight's always 20/20. So is that the saying? whatever it is. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna end the show. I don't know what the fuck to say now, so I'll talk to you guys later. If you haven't already, please go check out episode 292B. It explains what the show is about in depth. If you are a new listener and want to know what the hell is going on, why I sound like shit, why it's not organized, why it's not professional, 292B explains it perfectly. So go give that episode a listen if you haven't already. Thank you so much for giving my stuff a try, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode.